With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 350 plus undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
I'm a little bit more tolerant to the prices, even though they are stupid right now. Let's see what GFS's price is. As of when I bought 3 more cases on Friday from Costco, they were still $4.89 a case.
Really?
And I will be stopping back there again today to see.
So Brickman's, the only thing that my Gordon's carries is the Brickman's dill hamburger sliced. It's $34.99.
Yeah.
For a 5-gallon bucket.
So the hamburger and the dills taste different, or the kosher dills taste different. Way different.
So the ones that I got honestly looked like Subway pickles.
Yeah. I don't like the hamburger dills.
They're not like McDonald's. Hamburger dills I equate with like McDonald's pickles, like a really pickly flavor.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
These were more of like sliced cucumbers in a little bit of
yeah. So have you thought about trying to do that? But you don't pickle. Do you pickle onions?
No.
I have thought about throwing together and doing like a quick brine on some pickles, see what we get. But GFS online price is still $5.39 for packer label choice. So it hasn't gone up in the last week.
Sam's for choice was still $4.78. Or $4.88. $4.78 for a case.
So yeah, I'm at $4.89 a case for choice at Costco.
Yeah,
I'm buying 3 at a time.
3 cases at a time?
Yeah, because I don't know when it's going to go up. Like, you talk about a 50-cent jump, which
that's the thing too, is Gordon's pork.
That's pretty much what GFS did.
Gordon's pork butts have gone up 50 cents over the last.
$1.99 a pound, yeah, is where we're at, right. Or $1.89 a pound,
something like that. Right now,
yeah.
As of.
Yes, Justin, deli pickles. Justin gets deli pickles from Gordon's.
Yeah, so bone-in, and mine switched to Wonderful Smithfield. So
yeah,
$1.99 a pound. Sam's actually has a case price at $1.88 a pound, and Sam's has always been higher over the last year.
Case price at GFS for Swift is $1.99. Online price.
Yeah.
So you should be able to order the Swift butts instead of getting the Smithfields off the shelf.
They have Packer label. It does not say Swift. Oh, so hold on. There is a Swift. What's the Swift? No, the only Swift under pork is pork back ribs.
Interesting. Skippy, you there?
Yeah.
Oh, you froze for a second. Yeah. You're frozen up.
Well, it's because I haven't used this computer in a while.
Justin says, thick chips, not so pickly, a little sweet. Yeah.
I agree. I like the sweetness of this. Good sweetness is good.
I'm a big fan of bread and butter pickles, but I just don't think that would fly on the truck.
I think
for sandwiches and stuff.
I think if you did the spicy ones, you'd see a big difference. I think it would help, or not help. Yeah, but it'd be a good. What's the word I'm looking for? It'd be a good addition.
Yeah, that's why you stopped doing them.
Because I didn't have the time to keep buying fucking pickles.
Oh, Skippy, you need more staff.
Ooh,
hello, Matt.
I can buy pork cheeks.
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, Matt.
All right. Don't kill yourself, please.
Please don't.
Yeah. All right.
Does Matt travel?
Um,
What the hell is wrong with my internet connection?
Are you there, Skippy? Skippy froze again. Skippy. Skippy. Ugh. All right. Well, Skippy is broken. I will hop into our week. Oh, Skippy left the podcast. Hopefully he'll be back.
God damn it.
Hey, no, he's gone. So we took a couple of, let's see, 4th of July. Yeah, we've had a pretty good week. Our 4th of July festival down in East Grand Rapids was pretty good. Seeing if you can get back on or not. It was just a little bit less busy than the year before. They added another food truck to the lineup, but it was also super hot. They said they weren't really sure why it was a little bit slower. They were thinking maybe it was because Friday or it was so hot, and people were heading out of town for the weekend or something. But yeah, it was still a good day. And we ended up just staying just for the festival part, and I cut out after that. Saturday we had the farmers market, and then a couple of catering jobs, which was awesome for that day. So yeah, we started out the month of July pretty good. So far we are we're up 12% on the year and 42% over last July. The 42% is a little off because we had a couple invoices pay for that are in August that paid this last week. So, but even without those, trying to say if Skippy's turning back in or not. So yeah, even without those, we're still up pretty good amount July to July. Roadside this last week's been weird for us, a little bit slower. We've had plenty. There's Skippy on your phone. Hi, Skippy. How are you?
I think my internet decided to do a reboot or something. Can you hear me now?
Oh, well, I can hear you.
Oh,
I can see you. I can hear you. I can see your hand. It's a very beautiful face.
That's all I got. This is it.
Are we good?
You tell me. This is it. This is it.
I'd expect nothing less. Yep, nothing less is what I would expect.
Awesome.
I was just going through our sales for the month. So, yeah, that was good.
$1 million.
We took. We're only at 25 for the month. Well, that's not true. 22 for the month. We had 2 invoices paid this last week that are in August. That's a good pause screen.
Oh, I didn't know you were pausing.
You keep freezing. You paused. Again. Oh, there you go. This is we are firmly on the struggle bus today. Yeah, Justin, same for us. Kind of expected though. So the week after the 4th is always a little weird and usually slow. Only went out 3 times. We had full schedule this last week. Outside of we were off Sunday through Tuesday. Just to give my guys a couple extra days. After a pretty long first half of the season, pretty busy first half of the season. For me, it is not any days off. So Sunday, so that would have been July 6th, our first day off. I had a young woman here to lay pipe, to run our propane black pipe from the back of the trailer to the front of the trailer, to get ready for GERT 2 be installed. GERT 2 to be installed later that day. Justin, you did $1.4 million last week. It's pretty good. What a hell of a scratch off win. So yep, they were working all day. I was getting as much prepped as I could on GERT 1 for it to be pulled off and GERT 2 to be put on. That all got done pretty-ish seamlessly. It worked. It fit. It is amazing how small that Deep South looks when it's not on the trailer. So you set it in my driveway with nothing around it, and it looks small. Now, the Old Hickory looks huge sitting in my driveway, but you put it on the trailer, and somehow it shrinks and looks so much smaller while it's sitting on the trailer. It's really a bizarre little twist of the eyes there. But it is on. It is functional. We're not going through as much gas as I thought we would go through. So I think we're going to get about a week, a tank a week is what we're going to go through, I think, on a 100-pound cylinder. So between hot water and cooking, I think we're going to get probably 6 to 7 days out of it. Justin says, yes, he did. He'll be starting to branch out Spaghetti Monster sometime within the next 6 months. So be looking out for your local Spaghetti Monster food truck in your area. Congratulations. Thought I saw you on Shark Tank. So yeah, GERT 2 got installed. Of course, nothing lined up to where the old mounting brackets were and holes and stuff. So I had to re-drill through the wheel holes where the brackets are for the wheels. Drilled through that, the diamond plate and then the steel plate. Unfortunately, those holes were not real big. I would have liked to have had bigger bolts holding those legs down, but I think it'll be okay. So we got a good solid 12 bolts that are about that big and about that thick, keeping that bad boy on the porch. Yeah, it took me a while to find enough of what we needed. And the strength ratings, learning all about strength ratings on bolts and stuff. Got some recommendations from some other of our friends and customers on that who are well versed in that kind of thing. So, yeah, we should be good. It's been working pretty good. Kind of had to relearn how to cook because we haven't really cooked a full smoker's worth on it before we had it on the trailer. So we were doing some butts here and there, some briskets here and there. Skippy fell over. Hi. All the chicken for Etna was done on that. So, but to have it where we had 8 butts on there and 3 briskets and, I forgot, did not take great notes when I was doing test cooks. So, had to relearn meat positioning a little bit and figuring out. Skippy, you're in the lobby again. Do you want me to let you in? I don't know what's going on with Skippy.
Here we go. I'm back. Yay!
Jesus Christ. You are on in 2 screens, so you need to leave your phone.
I can't because it said if I try to leave, it won't upload. But my internet's back. My internet on my phone sucks, so that's what you get.
Okay. This should be, I see no problems with me trying to upload this today. 0 problems. So yeah, GERT 2's on. We're using it. Pretty much got it dialed in. Playing around with the smoke amounts and how much we need to get things going. Skippy's frozen again. This is all just a S show in the last 10 minutes, so great. Oh my God. I don't know where to look anymore.
I closed the other one down. I closed the other one down. It's uploading.
What on?
But it's fine. Just do this. Hi.
Which other
Still
one?
here.
Okay. Jeez.
Just me and my face. See, it's just us now. Look,
So
just
yeah,
us.
we're just we're playing. Playing with wood now in Smoky Mountain, when to add wood to get to the smokiness level that we would like to get to. But yeah, all is good. This week has been a little hit and miss. Some of our breweries have been better, but our normal roadside stuff has been low. A lot of that, I think, is just people gone for the 4th of July week. Because really we had pretty good weather for most. That's not true. We had some rain finally, so yay us. We won the rain lottery in West Michigan a day last week. We got about 3.5 inches in about an hour in a very small isolated area, which included my house, which really did no good for anybody. But yeah, we had a couple days of rain, so that was good. Didn't do great for business, but we still ended up, even with 2 days off last week, we still were 9,500, I think, in sales. Thanks to a couple catering things we had. So all in all, it's July, and that's just kind of what we expect. The second half of July last year was pretty slow. So hopefully we can make some gains there. But we have a good festival coming up this weekend in Dowagiac. We did, which looking back at the sales for those 2 days surprised me that we were that busy. It never felt that busy. But we did about 6 between the 2 days. So are you rolling your eyes at me, or is it just you freezing while you're blinking? I can't tell. You're all granulated.
I'm
This is miserable. Huh? You're just what? Max Headroom?
I'm
What?
reconnecting. I don't know if you can hear me. That's my middle name.
It's like you're
Skippy reconnecting McLean.
It's like month 1 of the podcast when nothing was going right. So yeah, hopefully that the festival goes well again this weekend. I have no reason to believe it won't. There is some slight chances of rain this week, but we have a lot of shifting temperatures too. So I'm guessing that's causing the chances of rain to be in the forecast. But all in all, it should be a good week. Hopefully, we're ending July pretty good. We're at 224,000 for the year, so on track for our 450. 5 seems a little bit undoable at this point. But yeah. And then in other news, B&M news. Last among the days that we had off, I got new tires on the trailer and walked through an old Arby's with my realtor.
That's sinking?
That they pretty much, it is not sinking. There's no evidence of sinking. But they essentially got everything out of the walk-in cooler and freezer, turned them off, and just left the doors shut. It's been well over a year. Oh yeah. I wouldn't walk in. And I won't walk in without a hazmat suit on and a very well filtered ventilator and 17 gallons of bleach. Yeah. All in all, it looked like it was in pretty good shape. A lot of cleaning needs to be done in there. The grease trap just was left. There's definitely some plumbing that's going to have to be looked at. But yeah, the floor, for fast food restaurant floors, they were in pretty good shape. Yeah. But it does not appear that the landlord wants to put any money into it to get it back up to snuff. Or cover any cost of repairs. If the HVAC were to go down, it would all be my responsibility, type of thing. So hence me reaching out to some friends. Luckily, we have a large reach of friends who handle different commercial accounts in various fields. So, yeah, that will be honest with us and not just try to sell us stuff. So,
Sometimes you're just gonna call
We're
Big
kind of
Brother.
going to see what. That's right. So yeah, Mark's going to walk through that with me. He said he would be more than happy to check them out. Yeah, because they had everything. All the breakers were off in the building, and we just didn't want to start flipping stuff on without owner permission. So we're hoping to get everything turned on the next walkthrough. But my GC, setting up that visit with him as well. They do some design work too. So he'll be able to give me some rough numbers on both spaces. We're going to look through both spaces again. So he can give me some rough numbers on what we're kind of looking at to get it to where it needs to be. And see how off base I was. So, yeah,
Which
that's
one's
kind of
bigger?
where we're at with that. The strip mall location is by far bigger,
Which one do you think needs less work?
but I don't need huge. Arby's, hands down. I don't have to replace the floors. I don't have to replace the walls. A lot of the electrical, I'm gonna guess, is probably okay, and I don't have to rerun it. And it's set up for that kind of equipment.
Which one has a better location?
Plus, I don't know until we are. No. I like the location of the Arby's better. And we have the lot's ours. So the entire parking lot is ours. We don't have to share it with anybody, which means I can park the trailer there without having a problem with the landlord and be able to plug in every night. So I can run an electrical cord, or I can run electrical there and be able to plug in the trailer when we park it, which is a big plus. So we don't have to empty out fridges every night. Yeah, I mean, the extra space at the strip mall would be nice, kitchen-wise. And the price is much better there. So the Arby's is twice as much a month. But we can scrape by with 30,000 in sales at the Arby's. It's a little bit higher. The lease to sales rate would be a little bit higher than what is normal. But it will cover what needs to be covered. So 50 would be ideal. But 30 would make it work. So yeah. But yeah, 7,500 a month and for rent. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's kind of where we're at with that. We'll see how things go. Yeah, hopefully we can move on something. But again, we want to make sure it's the right spot for us. So not a huge rush, but yeah, having some other people walk into some places feels a little bit more real. So between what we could get through Square and then the other predatory loan officers that I've talked to, predatory, they're not that bad. Yeah, we'd be able to cover it. So I think, unless I get some egregious number coming back. But like, if we have to resurface that parking lot in the next 5 years, and that's our responsibility, then that kind of changes
So if
things
the
a little bit.
landlord doesn't want to put any money
We're gonna have a
into it,
$30,000 expense in there.
what other things do you have to worry about?
Everything. So all the plumbing's our responsibility. The parking lot's our responsibility. HVAC's our responsibility. Roof leaking's our responsibility.
He wouldn't give you a discount on rent because you're covering maintenance?
We will negotiate that. So there's $7 in CAM money a square foot that's used for common area maintenance. But if all he's doing is mowing the grass and doing snow removal, take it out. I'll take care of both of those. So I can have the snow removed and the grass mowed for a whole lot less than $300 or $500 a month or whatever it is.
Yeah, no shit.
So, because there's not a whole lot of grass there anyways. And I'd rather handle the landscaping ourselves, but yeah. So I mean, yeah, and that's commercial leases. Everything's your responsibility unless you negotiate it in with your landlord. It's not like renting a house where, something breaks, you just call your landlord to have them come and fix it. It's not the way it works for commercial leases. So which really sucks because, realistically, you could put in a new. Yes, it's going in. But yeah, you could put in a new HVAC system, roof unit on a commercial building that you're leasing, and then for whatever reason you don't renew your lease, or you don't get to recoup that money, and they get a new functional HVAC unit. So it gives somebody a lot to think about. And there is option. So yeah, Skippy, there could be a situation, like I was just saying, that we could put in a new roof unit for HVAC, and then for whatever reason, a year later, we're either out of business or we move on from that property. We don't recoup any of that money from that install. We improve the property for the next person.
So you're not,
but we don't get to recoup
anything away.
Well, you don't typically take roof units off roofs once they're installed, but thanks, Steve. That's the next point I was going to get to. Yeah. So, but like anything internally, we can gut the place inside, equipment wise. And that's what we would, try to recoup everything we can out of the inside. But, resurfacing a parking lot, restriping a parking lot, that kind of thing, like that's this cost that you don't ever get back.
Yeah.
And you're improving his lot and don't see any of it back.
Would you negotiate a lease with option or
option to buy? Yeah. Well, the property is for sale or lease. And my realtor says, we could think outside the box a little bit. If you wanted to buy, we could probably get the payment down to about half. But, and that's what Steve says, is at what point does it make sense to buy? So that building, I believe, is for sale for $1.5 million. I think is what he told me. Welcome to Grand Rapids, man. I don't want to carry that kind of debt.
No.
But definitely don't want the business to carry that kind of debt. And then here's the other kicker. If something doesn't go right and we want out of it, let's say 2.5 years in, halfway through our 5-year lease period, it's not working out and we want to get out of it. We're still responsible for the other 2.5 years of lease. But if we buy the building, we're stuck with the building and still have to make who God knows how many payments left on said building. Let's say it's a 20-year mortgage. Yeah. Then how does that look going forward?
No, I know. Yeah.
So it's not like I'm thinking worst case scenario, but you want to plan for worst case scenario.
Oh, absolutely.
What does it look like if something doesn't work out?
For sure.
You can't plan for every contingency, but you have to have that exit strategy. Like, okay, what does it look like if things don't go the way we think they're going to go? We don't think they're going to go that way, but what if they do? Now am I trying to make our house payment and pay our house bills because we got all this money going over to pay off this property that we can't get rid of? Yeah. And then you're also assuming that property values are going to continue to rise, and we're not going to have some major correction that's going to be long lasting.
True.
So yeah, my gut is we are not in a position right now to buy. We don't have enough assets, revenue to justify it. Yeah. It's one thing, if we already have 2 brick and mortars, we have a couple different businesses rolling, then we can support this other purchase through those businesses, but no. That's something. We got out of the brick and mortar and just went back to food truck. Like, I'm talking about getting rid of some staff, and it's me and Chris back on the trailer all the time. Try to make it work.
At the end of the day, you don't want to run the food truck just to pay for the restaurant.
Yeah. So it's great that if they can supplement each other, especially the first year, but that's not a model you want to sustain. So I got a phone call with the realtor tomorrow to kind of talk about what he was thinking with that and what that looks like if we were to buy it. But yeah, for me and my dad, who's a partial owner, I'm just talking through it with him. Our guts are both kind of in the same spot with that it's not the smart play right now. So we'll see. We'll see how it all works out. But as long as we can keep moving forward, that's the important part, and we're working on that. So, and Skippy is frozen in time once again. So yeah, that's been my couple weeks. It's been busy. It's been good, productive. It's been hard. Troy's. I've been on vacation. He's my morning guy. So I've been doing morning stuff too. As you can see behind me, everything's a mess. My whole house is this way right now. But yeah, definitely in need of a break from everything. I'm already let my staff know that there's going to be a pretty significant effort for me to get some time off. That I will not be working at all on the truck or trying to take some days that I won't be really answering phone calls and stuff like that. So getting myself a break, that's a true break, is pretty important. Felt pretty burnt out this last week running around. So, and the lack of sleep didn't help, obviously, but so we're getting there. We're ready to rock the second half of the year. We got some good events. Some of our roadside locations have really been hitting lately. So, which is good to see. Skippy is texting me. Let's see what Skippy has to say. I'm done. Close it down. No idea what the fuck is happening. Never give up. Never surrender. So that's it. Food Truck Expo show. Food Truck Owners Expo is going on this week. Starts tomorrow. I don't know if anybody's going or had planned on going to Vegas. Not sure that our last week's episode got up posted, but I'll get that posted too. The show looks really good. The other one's in December, I think. December in New Jersey. And next year's locations will be released tomorrow, he said. So looking forward to hearing that and figuring out where those are at. Really want to try to get back next year. Oh, gosh. Skippy is getting all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that's all. That's it. So I hope anybody that's going can report back for us, see how it goes, either in Vegas or New Jersey. Mm-hmm. Feeling okay? Want me to punch in the kidneys? Want me to punch in the kidneys?
You know, I could probably feel better at this point. Take a distraction.
And let's see if we can get Skippy back here. Sorry for the dead air. Everybody's texting Skippy. Skippy had sent me a text earlier, and of course he's not here to talk about it, but asking about platters, traditional barbecue platters. Let me read the text here real quick. Have you ever really thought about whether or not you'd gain more business sales by offering meat plates, more traditional style barbecue? Put that back in the vein of when we were just doing, we had meals options, so sandwich and you could make it a meal, blah, blah. I did the same thing with meats. So get a meat and 2 sides. I'm not sure if he's talking about that or if he's talking about like the full size platters where it's a 3 meat, 2 sides. what you see in a lot of sit-down barbecue restaurants. That's what I told him. I said, I think that lends itself better to that because you have the visual spectacle of it. I think that's what helps sell it, is that you have this nice big platter of food. Off a food truck, it doesn't look the same, when you do it. So, but again, if it sells, do it. I told him he's in a good, having the cafe is a good spot to experiment and, do limited time stuff, do limited runs of stuff and see how they go. Basically run it for a couple weeks. If it sells, and you do it more and make it a permanent fixture. If it doesn't, and you had a great limited time promotion, you learn something from it, hopefully. So, but he's also going to be closed for the next 2 weeks. So who knows? Or the next week. Skippy's trying to get back in.
I don't know if this will work.
Switch rooms?
No, I switched computers.
No. I was just talking. Just talking about your text question that you sent me earlier this week.
Fuck my life? What? Which one?
About your traditional barbecue platters.
Yeah.
And if I thought that if I would consider it to help boost sales.
So the reason I asked it is, and what you say about B&M environments is a thing. That's what sells in the restaurant. I mean, that's what sells is traditional stuff. God bless it, I swear.
Yeah. Can't hear you. Let it go. Skippy is continued. Fran, you lost my sound? Uh-oh. Fran says she lost my sound.
My back?
Maybe. No, I'm showing that my sound is still up.
Mom just turned her speakers.
If somebody else could... Oh, thank you, Fran. I stopped talking for a second when Skippy was talking, so maybe it's the Skippy that's having a problem. Yeah, I don't think he's coming back.
I hate my life. I hate this.
So yeah, anytime anybody's looking at something and add sales or not, I think you just go. You don't know. Is it something that is true to brand for you, and then not just traditional whatever you sell? It's people get so hung up on traditional barbecue platters and items for restaurants. Barbecue seems to be the biggest one. That there's so much tradition steeped in what we do. If it makes sense, do it. If it's true to what you normally sell, do it. If you want to offer, a piece of your menu that's traditional barbecue, and maybe that's how you do your meat by the pound and stuff like that. It's all on that traditional side. So you have a fun side menu and a traditional side menu. Yeah, try it that way. It's like with Justin, it's like, he's not, no offense, Justin. I don't want you to take offense. You're a good example of the other truck that's currently listening that's not barbecue, with pasta, and it's not necessarily traditional Italian. It's like, oh, should I offer, more traditional plates? And I don't know, does it stick true to what you've sold the whole rest of the time? Skippy is off the show. He's done. He says he's given up. So we'll probably cut it short here in just a second. But oh my gosh. So yeah, I think you can do anything as long as you stick to what you want to do and what you had set out to do in that vision and that brand. I'm not saying you can't deviate from that. but I don't think you want to stray too far either. McDonald's offering a tofu burger or something like that gets pretty far off brand. So, Skippy. Wi-Fi doesn't mean. So, anyways, so yeah, and that for us, that's where specials come in. Like, that's where we can really kind of go out and weird for what we normally do. So, but yeah, as far as special or the traditional barbecue platters, I think absolutely in a brick and mortar, it's a great spot for it. We will probably have more of those typical offerings too once we get to brick and mortar too. But yeah, just not really a food truck thing for me, I think. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but anyways, I think we'll wrap it up with Skippy having so many issues, and I'm out of things to talk about. So we will see everybody next Monday. Hopefully, Skippy will be back to having decent whatever. You won't have any tech problems next week. But until then, everybody have a good week. Nail those sales. Jason, we'll talk to you. You'll be right in the middle, so we probably are right at the beginning of your crazy week, so we probably won't talk to you next week, but look forward to hearing from you in a couple weeks on how that that crazy 8 days go. Everybody else have a good week. Stay cool, stay busy, and let it rock and roll, man. See you guys later. Bye.